Welcome guys to the Meet Damien channel. I am Damien, and in today's video we're going to do an educational video on how to read a candlestick chart, which you might see on some of your various trading platforms that are out there. This information is good for both using in the stock markets, bond markets, oil markets, currencies, and crypto. Uh, we're going to be using my favorite asset, which is Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at the patterns. We're going to take a look at the candlestick charts here for Bitcoin. And yeah, let's get right into it. As I start to disappear to the bottom right corner of your screen here, you will see the Bitcoin price. Okay. Uh, on the top of the screen, you see Bitcoin price at $87,433. This is live trading that we're looking at currently here on November 12th, 2024. And yeah, you guys might be familiar with um, these candlestick patterns here. Okay. Uh, what you have here is every candle. You have a red candle, another red candle, a green candle, some more green candles here. Every candle is representing one day. Okay. You can see right here, I can click on the chart here. Uh, we have different time frames we can use. We have the daily chart. We have 5-day, weekly, monthly charts. Okay, we also have 8-hour, 4-hour, 3-hour, 2-hour, 1-hour charts. It even gets even closer down to smaller time frames where we have 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, 15-minute charts here. Okay, we're just gonna stick to the daily chart for now. Okay, so you see the letter D represents a day. Okay, this chart that I'm using is off a Trading View. Okay, you can get a subscription to the Trading View platform, so you can be able to look at all kinds of assets that are out there. But some of these charts you can see on different trading platforms, like Charles Schwab or um, um, TD Ameritrade, Robinhood, or some of these cryptocurrency platforms like Kraken and Coinbase have them. Okay, uh, and what I want to show you guys here is every candle represents one day, and then over here on TradingView, it actually has a countdown timer as to when the day will end. Okay, it shows you that in 20 hours from now, the daily candle will close. 20 hours, 8 minutes, 56 seconds is counting down. Uh, I could click over here and I can change that. If for some reason you don't have that countdown, make sure that that countdown to bar close is actually uh, checked off. If it's not going to show you how much time is left for that candle to close. So you just click on the right click over here, and then you make sure you get a countdown to bar close, and it tells you how much time is left in that candle. Okay, so every candle represents one day. Okay, and the way the candles are operating is that a green candle is basically saying that the price opened at that low at the bottom, and then it closed off at the top there. Okay, right here it opened at the bottom and it closed off at the top. Okay, now a red candle is you're basically seeing that it opened at the top and then it closed down at the bottom. Okay, same thing with here, open at the top, closing at the bottom. Okay, and then you also have, like, if you zoom in, you can see some candle wicks. Okay, a wick is showing that the price actually got all the way up as high as that wick right there. Okay, however, the candle actually closed at this price over here. Okay, same thing if you look over here at another candle, this green candle right here, um, that shows that we opened at the bottom, we closed up right over here, but we did get high because we have a wick that went higher, and then we also have a wick that went lower. So in that day, we actually had prices as low as 74,689, and then we also had a price here that was as high as 76,999. Okay, but we ended up opening at 75,646, and we closed at 75,920. And you can see the exact numbers up on the top of the screen. You see right here the O, the H, the L, and the C. And that's basically saying the O is the opening price, the H is the high price, the L is the lowest price it was at during the day, and the C is the closing price of the day, that where the candle actually finished. And then once we get a close, then we get an open on the next day, okay? And the next day candle has, an opening at 75,925 and the high of 77,312, a low of 75,654, and it closed out at 76,566, which was a price that was higher than the opening of the candle. Okay, so that's why we have a green bullish candle. Okay, so that's basics of candles, candlestick patterns. Um, I do want to elaborate a little bit more in this video um, as to different time frames here. So there is, like I said, the daily chart, which is good for most traders out there. Most swing traders will use a day time frame. Long-term investors will use a day time frame. Some long-term investors might even use like the weekly or the monthly chart. And if that's the case, if you're changing it to a weekly time frame, then every candle represents 1 week instead of 1 day. Okay, and it gives you a good idea as like the bigger picture out there. Okay, as to what's going on uh, with your asset on a long time frame. Okay. But for short-term traders and like day traders, they're going to be looking more like on uh, the 15 minute or the 5 minute or the 1 minute. So if you do a 15 minute, okay, then basically every candle represents the last 15 minutes, okay, of trading, okay. Um, and every every candle represents 15 minutes. It's like zooming in with a microscope. You're getting an idea as like what happened in the last 15 minutes with every candle here. And if you want to zoom in even further than that, you can zoom in with a 1 minute candle. And now every candle here represents 1 minute of trading action in your asset. And in this case, it's Bitcoin world. And you can see like we have 1 minute, we have like 34 seconds left before this candle here on Bitcoin closes. And then gonna get another candle that gets born, and it lives out its life, and it only lasts 1 minute. Okay. Um, some things to also take in consideration is when does the daily candle close? We are basically working off the time frame of universal coordinated time, which is this is the time right here, and that's basically the time in Greenwich, England. Okay, so right now it's 3:56 in the morning over in Greenwich, England. Uh, I'm from the East Coast of the United States of America, so they're about roughly 5 hours ahead of us. So right now it's 10:56 at night in the East Coast of the United States. But just to keep everybody on the same page, we all use the Universal Coordinated Time, which is the time over in Greenwich, England. Okay, so that gives you an idea as to like when the daily candle will close. If you're looking at the daily chart, okay, you can see that we still have 20 more hours left in this day, and then we start a new day, uh, which would be roughly about 7 p.m. East Coast time. Uh, Here in the East Coast is when we get a new candle for Bitcoin. Okay, on the daily chart. Um, so that's the main gist of candlestick patterns here. I wanted you guys to understand a little bit better what I'm talking about for the beginners out there who are having a hard time understanding what I'm talking about in some of my live streams and some of my videos. Now you have an idea as to what these candles mean and how to actually interpret them. And yeah, some other information for my more intermediate investors, my more advanced traders out there. I want to show you the RSI here real quick, okay? Um, and the RSI, okay, has some very useful information, okay? Uh, this is the red line right here, shows us the RSI line of what is going on out there, and it gives us an idea of like buys and sells, how much buying pressure or selling pressure is in the market. Okay, and you can see that if I just look at this recent day, this Wednesday, November 13th here. Okay, the RSI is 79.6 right now. Okay, This is the RSI number. And when you see RSI above 70, that means it's currently overbought in that time frame. In this case, we're in the daily time frame. So right now, Bitcoin is currently overbought on the daily time frame. And it's probably going to either trade sideways or go downwards, or it could possibly stay overbought. Usually it doesn't stay overbought like that, but it could if price action is hot and heavy. Okay. Some other things that I use for my more advanced traders, I use sometimes the stochastic RSI. Okay. Let me go ahead and restore that. And stochastic RSI is these blue and orange lines. Um, when the stochastic RSI is at its highest point in the 90s or the hundreds, you can consider yourself overbought. Okay. When you get down over here to like the low 15, 20 area, you are considered oversold. Okay. Um, Stochastic RSI goes up and down a little bit more faster than the regular RSI. Okay. But what I like to see in my trends for trend analysis, I like to see that we're curving upward on the stochastic RSI, which means that we're probably going to get higher prices in the future. And if you see that we are curving downward, that probably means we're going to get lower prices on the in the future here. If when you see that on the stochastic RSI, and then one last thing I want to show you guys here. Okay. I want to show you guys the MACD real quick. Okay. The MACD uh, is the moving average convergence divergence, okay? Or we just say MACD for short. Um, and yeah, let me just go ahead and restore that plane right real quick here. That's not what I want. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Uh, yeah, move up. And yeah, I have to zoom in, zoom out a little bit. I am not getting what. Oh, there we go. Restore. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I was looking for the restore function and it was not showing up there real quick. But there he is. Okay. So the MACD is these green bars right here. Okay. And the MACD gives me an idea as like how much bullish momentum or selling pressure is out there. And the more green bars and the higher the green bars, that means we have basically almost topped out. Uh, you would need a bigger green bar than the previous one to show up to give you more higher prices. Once the bars start turning light green, as you can see right here, and they start going towards red, that means you're starting to get some selling pressure in the market, and you can expect lower prices. Okay. So yeah, that's my main gist of candlestick patterns here. I hope this video was useful for you guys to understand how to read a candlestick pattern and also how to use some of these oscillators and indicators like the RSI, the stochastic RSI, and the MACD. If this video was useful, please go ahead and click that like button, and also feel free to share and like this. Share this video with your friends and family who are trying to also understand candlestick patterns here. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see more videos like this, by all means, go ahead and click the subscribe button. I usually do live streams at 5 p.m. Where you can ask me questions. You can ask me more questions about candlestick patterns and candlestick charts here. And you can also ask me questions about cryptos and stocks as well. Okay. But yes, guys, this has been another video on the Meet Damien channel, and I look forward to making more educational videos like this in the future.